Hey folks, this is Desiree Echevarria. I'm the content marketing manager here at CareerPlug, and I wanted to talk to you today about our 2021 candidate experience report. As we all know, there are major shifts happening in the job market right now, and job seeker sentiment is driving it. Employers are telling us, they're not getting the type of applicant volume they used to get before the pandemic, but more than that, the applicants they are getting, they're having some trouble converting them into hires. And it's left a lot of business owners scratching their heads and wondering, what is it that job seekers want out of a potential employer? And we decided that, hey, rather than just sit around and guess what job seekers want, we're going to go out and we're going to ask them. So we actually surveyed 500 job seekers to get their insight and their advice as to what employers can do in the hiring process, to convert them into a hire. And as a reminder, you can download the full candidate experience report with all of our data at careerplug.com. But right now, I just want to go over some of the most interesting insights that we got. Number one, it's the impact of negative candidate experiences. We found that unfortunately 67% of job seekers have had at least one negative experience in the hiring process in the past 12 months. That's 2 out of 3 candidates, which is not great because 58% of job seekers said that they've declined a job offer because of a poor experience with a potential employer during the hiring process. And this is up from 50% in 2020. Now think about this. These are job seekers that have already said yes to the application. They've already clicked apply. They've already interviewed with the employer. The employer has decided that they like this candidate enough to make them an offer. That might have been their first choice for the role. And the candidate said, you know what? I've had such a poor experience in this hiring process that I have to say no to that job offer. That's 58% of job seekers are telling us that, and that is significant. So what do they think makes a negative candidate experience? We asked them, why did they decline a job offer? And the number one reason, 26% of job seekers said, I had a negative experience with people in the interview process. That's something that's entirely within the employer's ability to control, creating positive candidate experiences. The second reason was the compensation and benefits didn't meet my expectations. And the third was the role and responsibilities were different from what I expected. It's not all doom and gloom though, because we found 80% of candidates said that a positive candidate experience influenced their decision to accept an offer. So as you can see, there are great returns, great dividends from going out of your way to create a completely positive candidate experience from beginning to end, from job posting to job offer. 80% said that it's enough to convert them. Candidate experience can also affect your employer brand. 37% of candidates told us that they've left a negative review online after having a negative experience, but even more candidates, 61%, said that they've left a positive review after having a positive experience. Now, these are employer review sites like Glassdoor and Indeed that these candidates are leaving these reviews, and it can serve as a very powerful form of social proof for other people applying to your jobs because an Inc.com study in 2019 found that 50% of job seekers abandoned their search of a company or abandoned their pursuit of a company after reading negative reviews online. So it is significant. And as an employer, you want to make sure that these negative reviews aren't defining your employer brand for you. So what you're going to want to do is create a positive experience for all your candidates, even the ones you don't end up hiring. And we asked job seekers, what improvements should employers focus on to improve the hiring process? Well, they want clearer and more accurate information about the job and responsibilities. They want more transparency in the hiring process about compensation and benefits. We recommend, disclosing the compensation range right in the job posting to allow candidates who are just going to decline your offer to allow them to, self-select out. It saves their time and it saves your time. And they also want improved communication between the interviewers and job applicants. Those are the top 3 reasons. And if you want more insight, want more data, you can head to careerplug.com, download the 2021 Candidate Experience Report. It's chock full of graphs and charts and all sorts of stats, and more advice on what you can do as an employer to convert these candidates into hires. Thank you so much for joining. Until next time.